suddenly stopped running after realizing he was being aimed at with a Kar 98K sniper rifle. Even when a runaway car came barreling toward him, he paused again. After calculating the timing in his head, he bent down at the perfect moment. He's a magician, but more like a sorcerer, because his entire act is built on prediction. He told a woman her necklace would fall in 3 seconds. She didn't believe him, so he started counting down. 3, 2, 1.
Somebody say spooky?
Cage has the ability to see 2 minutes into the future. With this ability, he lives carefree and never runs out of cash. Whenever he's low on money, he just walks up to a slot machine, hits the button, and wins the jackpot. Even though he could win any bet, Cage never places big wagers. He knows that being too flashy draws attention. You can only shear a sheep little by little, so he always stops while he's ahead and keeps a low profile. Despite his extreme caution, his unnatural winning streak eventually caught the attention of the casino manager. The manager and his team had heated discussions, but couldn't figure out how Cage was cheating. At one point, it even seemed like Cage sensed the surveillance. He suddenly looked straight into the camera.
He's looking right at us. It's like he can hear us.
What table was that?
27.
The casino manager immediately ordered his team to detain Cage. But already aware of what would happen, Cage calmly stubbed out his cigarette and walked to the counter to cash out his chips and make his escape. Right then, a robber appeared out of nowhere and pulled a gun without saying a word. Snapping out of the future vision, Cage quickly neutralized the threat before the robber could act. But when security arrived, they mistook him for the aggressor. Knowing he couldn't explain, Cage took off running. The casino manager ordered all exits sealed. With his ability to see 2 minutes ahead, Cage had already mapped out his escape. First, he pretended to blow his nose and easily avoided the first guard. Next, at a corner, he lit a cigarette and bent down to tie his shoe, dodging the second guard. Then he leaned back against a slot machine, taking a deep drag, just in time to avoid the third guard's line of sight. He stopped to glance at his watch, which conveniently helped him slip past the fourth group of guards. Turning quickly into a hallway, he brushed right past the fifth guard. Watching this unfold, the head of security in the control room was absolutely livid.